if you've packed it well enough, you should be confident enough to just launch it. Oh, when a box is made for the job. One mini, ready to go. Are you all right in there? Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, she's fine, don't worry. Well, hello, welcome back to my shed. I wanted to hop on, firstly, to say hi to Andy. Thanks for the lovely message and the purchase. Now, you may remember a while back, we picked up these two saucepans. One is a tomato and the other, I think, is meant to be a green pepper. I did have the thought that they were to do with that cooking show, Ready Steady Cook. Do you remember they had red tomato, green pepper? I don't think they are. Anyway, I finally got them all lovely and clean and listed. And then Andy has picked them up as a gift for your parents, I believe. So, yeah, I hope they love them. I was tempted to keep these. They are really cool things. I know you like prices and stuff, everybody. Let me remind myself what they were on at. I think I went for £30 in the end. I can't see the orders. Hang on a minute. Where is it? Yes, I listed them at 30. That's what they went for. Thank you, Andy. Really appreciate it. And then this is a slightly momentous moment because I'm pretty sure we've sold out of the first of the jewellery lines. Yeah, may not be a big deal in your world, but it is here. So for some context, we bought 600 pieces of jewellery about a year ago. I guess it was around this time last year. We bought two big wholesale lots. This was the second one, which was mostly label stock and jewellery. There was some other stuff in it, but that was the bulk of it. The jewellery has not gone as quick as we would have liked. It's doing okay, and as I say, I'm pretty sure, we'll check in the box in a sec, but I'm pretty sure we've just sold out of the first line. So the first 100 of one particular piece of jewellery has gone. Let me flip the view and you can go and peek in the box and we'll check that my numbers were right, okay? Okay, so if we come up here, it's goldstone necklace, so I can see one there. So if I have done this right, it should be empty. So can you see in there? That looks pretty empty to me. Hooray! But as you can see, look, we've still got, these are the matching goldstone earrings. We've been selling these as a pair and individually. But we sold lots more of those individually, hence all gone. But we have plenty of the silver necklaces left. These like hanging knocker earrings, stacking necklaces, gold hoop earrings, plenty of stuff. Oh, I nearly fell off the step. Yes, so that is going, actually it's going as a pair, so I do need one of these. This will be the next line to go, I would predict. There we are, hooray! So it's always satisfying when you clear a line of stock. I did mention in a recent video, we've been in contact with the chap that we get some of these wholesale lots from, trying to source another lot. With whatnot in mind, partly, we went for a deal and it didn't happen. That fell through because our supplier didn't manage to get the lot, so we couldn't buy it off him, unfortunately. And as if by magic, it's now Friday. Yeah, yesterday's video was cut a bit short. We had a whatnot stream to get ready for, and I didn't go back and finish the video. So we will carry on today. And I have the not so small task of sorting out these two crates, which was everything we sold on the Whatnot show last night. This is all Disney DVDs. This is all Disney plush and mugs. Everything apart from one DVD box set sold. If you were there, thank you so much for the support. If you purchase something, it'll be in here. Oh, now, yesterday or the day before, this week's gone by in a blur. When we were dropping off the last Whatnot Shows parcels, which was a combination of DPD for the over 2 kilos stuff and for pretty much everything else, we popped into town to go to a drop-off place or two, and I found a nice big box vintage downfall for, can you see, £1. The box is a little bit ropey, as you can see, a little bit kind of water damaged maybe. It says complete on the label. Should we see if it is quickly? Shall we do that? Because sometimes charity shops are very good at putting complete on board games and stuff, and then you get them home and it's like nowhere near. Right, I'll set you up and we'll have a quick look. Right. Who had this back in the day? Vintage downfall. I played this a lot. So we have the main part with both of its little lugs, which do sometimes snap off, and its base. All of the, what would you call them? Cogs on both sides. Now then, this is what's normally missing. So we need 5 of each, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 orange. It is complete. Sorry, charity shop, for not quite trusting you on that one. I've had far too many experiences where it says complete. Well, I once bought a vintage Tomy, what was it, like a pinball thing, I think it was, a long time ago. Anyway, and it said tested and working on it, right? Bought it for like, I don't know what it was, £5 or something. Got it home, and the battery compartment, it was battery only. The battery compartment was still filled with the big old, what were they, C-size batteries, I think. Completely blown, battery acid everywhere. They'd never been taken out. They'd been stuck in there since like the 80s. So they hadn't tested it. It wasn't working. And it didn't work when I had them all out and put fresh ones in. Yeah. Anyway, so my first job today is going to be going to Whatnot on the laptop and work out what the orders are. And there's 2 screens within Whatnot. If you're using Whatnot, there is an orders tab and a shipments tab below it. Whenever it was, Tuesday, when I was shipping the last lot, I was working through on the orders page, doing them one at a time, waiting for the bundles of orders, and it doesn't do it on the orders page. You have to be on shipments. So some of you that received stuff from Monday's auction, within your big boxes, if you bought 2 or 3 board games, for example, the board games might be individually wrapped, because I was working off the wrong page for a while. So you need to be on shipments where it combines everything. I'm just looking on this page, and you have like 5 items here in this order, 4 items here in this order. So what I'm going to do first is just go through everything. Maybe I'll time lapse it using the laptop to work out what everybody's bought. Get everything put together that's going together. Does that make sense? I think it does. All right, let's do that. Can you hear Freddie? He's back. Haven't heard him for a couple of days. Right, I think I'm going to have to get all of these out so I can see what I've got. If you saw the stream, it was all Disney, and a big chunk of what we sold was Disney DVDs, mostly in bundles, because most most DVDs, most Disney DVDs as well, do not hold much value. So we figured it would make more sense to bundle them up. We did a few sealed ones as giveaways individually. Apart from that, it was all, you know, this sort of size bundles. Anyway, if I get all of them out, you can see how I've arranged them in here in bundles. But I can't see what's in them. Oh, there's one of the giveaways, for example. There was a sealed Alice Through the Looking Glass. That was a... Oh, I want to try and get this sticker off. That was a giveaway, sealed Good Dinosaur. Anyway, so if I stack up all of these here, hopefully we'll be able to find what we're looking for. Now, there may have been people, I'm not sure yet, I can't remember who bought what. There may have been people who bought mugs and DVDs as well, or plushes and DVDs. Yeah, whatever, we just need to work it all out. Right. There we go, so that's sort of accessible. The mugs aren't really accessible now. Maybe I'll move that. Oh, I can't pick that up from there, hold on. If I put this down here maybe, we'll do that, shall we? Right, so this might take me a while to organise, so we'll time lapse this and I'll see you on the other side. Well, this is organised, honest. So these are individual sales, and then these are the combined bundles. But I've got stuff left over. I've just gone through this page here, which is shipments. I'm going to go through it again and double check because, like I say, I've got stuff left, and all of this sold. And we did, at the end, we did 2 lots of bubbles. And I've only allocated 1. And then I've just got to the bottom of this list. The last one at the bottom here says 5, as in, you probably can't see, but it says 5, as in 5 lots. This one buyer bought. And then the shipment over here only has 4 things in it. Oh, hang on. No, it scrolls. Ah, it scrolls within that window. See that? You can't probably see it. Okay, right. I need to work through this again. Hopefully find out where these go. Yeah, all sorted. Yeah, so that's worth knowing. So if you have a bundle that's over 4 items, in this little window that shows you which items it is, you have to scroll that up and down to see all 5. It's a simple thing, but you know, my simple brain wasn't coping with that simple thing. Right, and I'd missed some off, which included these bits here. There was a Disney Trivial Pursuit. These are all going to individual buyers. Thank you very much if you're watching. This bang up to date 50th anniversary mug. Creepy or not so creepy, depending on your point of view. Very vintage Minnie Mouse. Hi Phil, if you're watching. Yeah, and the other bubbles I just found where they're going, and then there was this vintage juice bottle from 80s, we're thinking maybe. So that's allocated everything. You can see some big stacks going to individual buyers, but we've got it all sorted. I think I've got it correct. Next task will be to do some packaging. I'm not going to package all of this on film. It's going to take me some hours. I'll show you what I think I'm going to do with some of the DVDs, where somebody's just bought this, for example. It's going to one buyer. What I think I'm going to do is do a cardboard wrap around this, and then put it into a polymalia. What? Yeah, wrap it in cardboard a couple of times and then in one of those. Yeah, and that should keep the weights down rather than it, you know, a big box and some void fill. Anyway, so I will show you a little bit of that as we go, but that feels better now that's organised and I worked out what I couldn't work out before. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I've barely got started, but I thought I would talk a little bit more about packaging than perhaps I was going to, because I am asked for packaging videos more than any kind of video. I never quite understand why. Maybe it's because I spend so much of my time packaging. It's the last thing I'd want to watch. But anyway, so for example, these packs of bubbles, I think this is a sealed one, so I can't show you, but 12, lots of bubbles in there. This is a very sturdy box, so that could go straight in the post. I do like to wrap it, and I had pre-done a couple of these, so I can't show you. Bubbles. So that just goes into here just to, yeah, just because, right? But I mean, I could just chuck it in the post like that, to be honest, slap a label on it. Anyway, so that's bubbles. Plush. Slightly creepy mini. Got bits on it. It's going to feel how I feel. With plush, you can't break it. It's not going to smash. Literally in a poly bag. Hold your breath. You ready? Can't get in it. Bye, Minnie. Nice knowing you. So we'll squeeze her down to the bottom. What I tend to do, take the strip off, and then roll it up to the strip. You see? And then we have a bit of a sausage. Also, I don't know if you're the same, but I like to put some tape over the seam. I never trust these, so I would tend to just to be sure, tape over that seam where we've just stuck it. And that'll do me. One mini ready to go. Are you all right in there? Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, she's fine, don't worry. So I was going to talk about DVDs before, wasn't I? So a little bundle like this, I'm going to just cut a strip of card and wrap it that way. Bear with, let me find some card. I just went in the house and grabbed this from the hallway. Went over the shop, the village shop here. I get lots of cardboard from. This was a little stack we got yesterday. So launch that down there. Right, so a bit of cardboard. I think that middle section there, if I take the flaps off, is going to be perfect. So we'll just cut these edges off. Like that. And the other side. Editing Nick here. Somehow the clip of me actually wrapping those DVDs in cardboard and putting it in a mailer didn't record, but just imagine that bit, and we'll move on to mugs. Now let's talk about mugs quickly. And hi Leanne, I believe Leanne bought the L mug, thank you very much. So this one is going on its own. As a rule of thumb with ceramics, package more than you think you need. You've got to imagine that your parcel with something delicate inside is going to be chucked around in the back of a van, around a sorting depot. You know, it will be in a sack of mail, and that sack will be slung into the back of a van. You know, just imagine it's going to be thrown about. And if you don't feel confident enough to throw your package about, once you've packaged it, maybe you should have packaged it more. So what I would tend to do is give it a wrap of bubble wrap first. Like so. Take that there, I'll go around it that way as well. Then I'll give it a wrap of card, wrap that in some cardboard, and then this is going to be floated in a box. When I say floated in a box, I mean I'm going to put some paper, this sort of stuff, packing paper. You can hear me over the rustle. Some in the bottom, and then when this is all taped up, this will sit on the paper, and then I will pack around it. And then the mug is inside, but it can slightly move around within that cushioning, right? So that's kind of what I do with most of my breakables. If you're doing multiple breakables, just use a big box. Give them space between each other in the box, and then space between the breakables and the side of the box. Board games. If the board game, we're only doing one today, which is this Disney Trivial Pursuit. If the box is super sturdy, and this one is, I'm of the mind that that can go in a giant poly mailer as it is, right? I don't think this would benefit from being inside a box, unless you've got something like vintage Cluedo. There's one up there, but you can't really see it. Those boxes are a bit squishy. They would get damaged and squished in the post, so that I would put in a separate box. But this is super solid, and will withstand, you know, stuff being put on top of it, it being crammed in a mail sack. So that one, if I've got a big enough bag, let's have a look. I do need to get some bigger ones. I'm out of the bigger size we had, but this might work. Yeah, okay. So there we go. So that's going to go in there. Apologies for the motorbike. And that will be good to go. Yeah, let me know what you do with your board games. Like I say, I just judge it by the item, right? If I think the box is sturdy enough, it'll go in a poly mailer and off it goes. I don't think we're going to drop all of this off today. I think I'm going to package it all today and then drop it off in the morning, so that will be Saturday morning. I don't know if we'll have any DPD. Last time, I think I mentioned earlier, last time anything that was over 2 kilos, because we're doing all the postage through the Whatnot website on the laptop. Some came up as DPD, so they went to a different drop off, and the rest went every, I think, well, this one might be over 2 kilos looking at it. It's going to be a big, possibly this one. So we might have a couple of DPDs in here, and the rest, I would imagine, will go with every, and we'll drop it all off in the morning. What is on my stereo today, I hear you cry? Well, I am listening to a bit of Morrissey's classic, You Are the Quarry. Really got into this album. I think it's one of his best, personally. I was listening to some older ones the other day. Wrong way around. Kill Uncle, amazing stuff. I had Bone of Drag on as well. Here it is. Okay, so something super fragile. We've got this bottle, pretty much the same method as a mug, or what I would do for a mug. I've cut a strip of bubble wrap. Oh, you can't see. And roll that up in there. Tape that down. Where's my tape gun hiding? Here it is. Like that. Okay, and then I've cut a strip of card, roughly to the right width. Take that in place. And then I'm thinking this box will do. So, yeah, I'm just going to void fill around that, and that should be good to go. Ideally, actually, if I can find a box that has more clearance at the top, I would. Shouldn't be. Hang on, let me flatten it out inside. That's better. Okay, there we go. Can you see? No, you can't. So yeah, I've got room now to put some void fill in here and some card over the top before doing that. So that should actually work out okay. But ideally you want that kind of space around, a thick margin around the edge. So if the box is smacked, you've got a crumple zone, if you like cars have, all the way around it. But I think that's going to be adequate. So yeah, I'm just going to void fill around it. And I wouldn't pack this too tightly. Allow it to move a tiny bit. So if it is hit, it can absorb it. So there's that, a little bit more. Okay, that's not going anywhere. And I'm going to pad in the top of there. I've got some newspaper somewhere. Like that. And then I'm going to get a thick bit of card on the top. Maybe a little bit more. And then all of this will fold over as well. Right, that will be me done. Hooray! And then, as I was saying before, you should be confident enough to chuck your parcel about. If you've packed it well enough, you should be confident enough to just launch it. Right, I'm hoping this big lot of DVDs, I think this was 5 different lots, I'm hoping it's going to go in here. Oh, right, so that's going to need a little bit of void fill. I've just been through and double checked that all of the DVDs are in here. I was sure they were, but I get a bit funny about that sort of stuff and I always end up double checking everything, or try to. Anyway, so if I just put that in there like that, that might be enough just to cushion the edges. Okay, what I'm going to do, I've got some offcuts of card, you will wedge in the ends. Hold that away from the side, the same down here, all sorts of offcuts, and then some on the top, like that, and that, I think, shove that extra bit in, that is going to be good to go. So just take that up. I'll weigh this one. I'd imagine this is well over 2 kilos. So this might go DPD. All of the postage is done through the app. So depending on the weights and sizes, whatnot, decide which courier it's going with. That's our experience so far. Just do that. Okay, let's have a look. So, you see, not really. This one weighs, ooh, just over. Just over. Do I want to take that 85 grams off and make it under? I don't think it really matters because whatnot calculates the weights as we go. We were putting in the weight of each lot. So the combined weight of all of those would have been way over 2 kilos anyway. So it's absolutely fine. Anyway, so that one is done. Perhaps the biggest lot of DVDs I'm about to package, and I'm hoping I've got the right size box again. Can you see? It looks like it's kind of tall enough, or long enough, whatever way you want to look at it. Let's just construct this and we'll try it out. So it's been going well. I'm nearly there. After this big lot, we've got another big one there, all of those DVDs and the mug, and then a couple of small lots, and then we've cracked it. But yeah, let's see if this will fit first. So, you can't see anything from over there. Hang on a minute. Right. So, oh, when a box is made for the job. So I've got a perfect little bit of space down the side to pad, and that will be ideal. So, maybe that's down there. Right, so got a bit of card on there as well. Beautiful. Oops, hang on a minute. £1.69 it says. Sorted. So, what's the username? Loz Fits. Hi, if you're watching. And so we've got classics, frozen, etc. Done. We are finally there. If I just bring all the boxes up onto here, you can see what it looks like. So, some of these big lots that have got mugs and DVDs all mixed up, yeah, ended up being pretty large. These will definitely be going DPD because that's like, you know, over 3 kilos. So yeah, some smaller ones. Now we've got to do all the labelling. And there's Minnie. Are you still alive in there? Hello? Not sure. Right, is that it? Oh, one hiding. Two hiding. Hang on. There's another one. Right, there it is. That is last night's Whatnot orders, packaged up, ready to go. But I've got to do the labelling yet. Oh my goodness me. I mean, I might even do it tomorrow. Well, I want to drop them off tomorrow morning though. I'll do it now. Anyway, hope that was interesting. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't yet signed up for a Whatnot account, please use the link that will be below this video and you will get £10 to spend either with us or with anybody else on Whatnot. Thanks for watching. Take care. Oh, check out this video up here. Nearly forgot. Till next time. Ta-ra.